Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here and welcome back to another crypto video. And in today's video, we have a lot of very interesting things to discuss. In this video, there's a couple of patterns that we can see in Bitcoin or XRP right now that we have to discuss. Then again, I shared all of these things hours and hours ago over in my Telegram, which I really urge you guys to join. There were a couple of really juicy updates in here that if you took them, all right, I give them with the explanation. If you took them, this could have been crazy profitable trades in the last couple of hours or so. So make sure you check the link down below for the DustyBC Alerts group. Having said that, over on the Bitcoin charts, this is what we saw. We saw a head and shoulder pattern forming where the breakout towards the downside obviously was kind of looming. And I posted the explanation too with a left shoulder ahead, a right shoulder, and then our breakdown. Again, the moment we broke below the neckline, we got our target price for a reversal. And even though we don't know whether or not this will be a reversal for the long term, we actually had a different chart in our minds as well, which was this ascending broadening wedge as well. I covered this for you guys for the last 2 days or so. Right now we have broken out towards the downside. You can see we broke out towards the downside, got a slight little retest. You guys can most likely see that, right? We got ourselves a breakout towards the downside, slight little retest before moving down further. And because these two were combined, where they basically happened in unison here, this was a very strong indicator. Having said that, we also were looming and watching for this $22,600 support level as we bounced off of there a couple of days ago, bounced off of there, I guess, yesterday, and today we broke through, which is why our trade was even stronger as we now got rejected at a significant support level. For XRP, things have not changed as much. I told you guys before about the resistance which we are watching for, right? The resistance for XRP right now is roughly at around 36.5, potentially 37 cents or so. We were watching that closely. And since we got rejected, our target was all the way towards 34.3, something like that cents. And as it currently stands, I'm still holding true to that as this apparent retest here was not enough. No, it is looking as if we're actually going to retest that level. Having said that, this might kind of shock you, but we talked before about the significance and importance of the 200 weekly moving average in Bitcoin. And what we're currently seeing is this right here. Everything below the pink, right? Everything below the pink is below the 200 weekly moving average. And as we currently stand, we're actually below that moving average as well. And what we wanted was to get a close above. Now, this is over on a weekly chart. What we want to become extremely bullish is for Bitcoin to close above this level right here at roughly around $23,000. It is still possible, and it will go down slightly as the Bitcoin price also goes down over the next couple of hours, most likely, or a couple of days, I should say. But you can see here, all right, I made sure it's only a weekly moving average that we have in here. It is still acting as sort of a support, really, but kind of not, right? We saw over on the weekly that it indeed has fallen down below, and that's not what we want to see. We want to end it, I guess, above 22.7 thousand. Yeah, just zoomed in a little bit more to see exactly 22.689 or something along those lines is what we wanted to close above to get a close above the 200 weekly moving average. And what we established before is two very important things. We right now are bullish for a couple of different reasons. We had ourselves the pi cycle bottom, which basically acted as our reversal candle, right? Our reversal sign or reversal indicator. We also, however, had the fact that this right here is the 2017-18 market top. And so the fact that we made a bottom right there is quite logical. We had the oversold RSI. We had the fact that we were below the 200 weekly moving average. And we had the fact that we had a very important support here as we took the Fibonacci from all the way back in the 2020 bottom of the market all the way towards the top, right, from the 2021 high, and the 0.236 Fibonacci laid at roughly around that area, just marking our significant bottom. That's all we had to say about that one. Again, looking at the multi-year trend line as well, all the way from 2015, what it was showcasing is this is a significantly cheap time to buy relatively to all the times in the past. And there was one thing that I had open for you guys. Let me see if I can quickly find it over here as well. Yeah, quickly find it right here. Actually, the majority of people that I know, that I speak to in the crypto space, are actually still in profit. It, funny enough, is only the people that are extremely new to crypto that right now are having their troubles or are actually in losses. Plan B said this over on his Twitter. A tale of two investors. One, people in, is it not Tale? whatever. People in profit. By the way, guys, if you're enjoying these daily crypto videos, I forgot to mention it earlier, make sure that you go ahead and press the like button on this video. And if you're looking for a platform to trade on, make sure you check out the links down below for Bybit, KuCoin, PrimeXBT. These are the exchanges that I personally use because, well, there's a ton of free bonuses that you can get. And, well, you got to look for the best exchange for yourself. And I personally have found that these all work juicily for me. Bybit is the one I use the most, so make sure you check it out with the link down below. Let's quickly move on with the story. People in profit, 2009 to 2020 investors, bought at an average price of around $8,000. They have 60% of all the Bitcoin waiting for the next bull market. And we have the second, I guess, part of investors, people in loss, 2021 to 2022 investors, have 40% of all the Bitcoin bought at an average price of $43,000. Fear that this time is different. A lot of the newer holders, they're more afraid that crypto is going to collapse and that it's never going to recover. And what we established before, guys, is I personally think that we can still see one sort of relief rally in the short term here. We actually have broken out on multiple different time frames, or let's just call it on multiple different ways to view it. We have gotten ourselves a critical breakout, and it's looking as if the reversal is about to happen. I still don't think that the the bear run is over necessarily. But what I'd like to say is there's so many bullish signs, there's so many bottom signs. I think there's a small chance that Bitcoin is going to go lower than 17.6 thousand. There's a very big chance that once Bitcoin hits the top, for example, $27,000, that it's actually going to fall towards these levels yet again. However, looking at this falling wedge here, it also doesn't look too crazy. If Bitcoin were to, for example, move along the lines of this, it hits an upside at, for example, $26,000 and then falls back down lower towards $15,000 before then eventually having that breakout and getting huge, right? And this is not what you should be focused on, this ascending broadening wedge. It's for the short term, as we have drawn in there a little bit ago. But hopefully you guys get what I'm trying to paint with that. And Crypto had an interesting theory over on his Twitter as well. Hopefully this can load. There's, I believe, the halving cycles, right? But he basically shows the pi cycle bottom, which we showcased a couple of times as well. And he says it's as easy as that for Bitcoin. A lot of people are commenting their own thoughts on the matter. But all I'd like to say is, man, if you zoom out far enough, every single point to buy Bitcoin at, or crypto as a whole at right now, is pretty good. It's only once you start zooming in really, really deeply that it's kind of getting scary, because we're down 75%, because so many people are giving up, or because so many people are at a loss. But honestly, I think it's all a matter of wits. It's all as long as you hold on, you'll be fine, but it's kind of hard to hold on type of vibes, right? That's basically it regarding crypto. Will we recover quickly in the short term? Things are looking like it. Over on the weekend here, obviously the stock market is closed and Bitcoin had a little breakout, or I guess breakdown. It is below the 200 weekly moving average. I want to see a close above that to still continue on to be bullish for my $29,000 rally, or $27,000 at least dollar rally. But to end the story here, guys, things are still looking quite good. Even though the short term, we can sometimes place a couple of shorts and get ourselves a couple of juicy trades in. The long term still looks pretty damn good. All right, short term, we had a couple of good short trades. But guys, make sure you follow me on Instagram. I just posted a new picture. Make sure you check it out. A link is down below for that, obviously. And also make sure you press the like button on this video if you enjoyed it. And I'll see you guys again in another crypto video later today.